Hi everybody, happy Easter. I hope everybody's having a good day. Looks like the weather is good, so I hope y'all are having a wonderful Easter. It's a bright sunny day, so I'm going to try to enjoy this nice weather. It's been raining here where I live at for the last couple days, so hopefully, the sunshine continues today, and I hope it's nice wherever you are too. So if you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button. So when I do videos, you'll be able to see them. So today, I was lucky enough to be able to sleep in late. So I got a little bit of a late start to my day. So I'm going to make a little bit of a treat for myself. I am a huge coffee lover. And I love to make lattes. So today I'm going to make us a little treat, and I'm going to show you guys how I make a chocolate mint latte at home. I mean, I don't know if you're like me. Sometimes I spend a lot of money in the local Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks stores. That money could add up. So once I learned how to start making it myself, I make it more at home than I do spending money on them. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how I make them at home. Hopefully you can save yourself some money too. So I've already washed my hands. I just want to dry them off a little bit more. They're still a little bit damp. I've got all the ingredients here. I'm going to go through all the ingredients that I have, and then we'll get started. So for this recipe for the chocolate mint latte, we're going to just need just a few ingredients, not many. Really, it's going to depend on what kind of latte you really want to make. So we're going to need some milk. I like either the fat-free or the 1 or 2%. So I find that works better. But if you want to use the whole milk, feel free to use that. So we're going to need some creamer here. I've got some peppermint creamer, and that's what is going to give it that minty flavor. Then I've got some chocolate mocha syrup here that we're going to use. You're going to need some espresso, a little bit of sugar, and I've got here some ice that we're going to use. So you don't really need much. It really depends too on the size of the latte that you're going to make. I'm going to make a medium size. So I've got this is about probably a 6 or 7 ounce glass. So if you wanted to make a latte that's a larger one than this, then I would say you're probably going to need more espresso. I would say probably give yourself a cup, make yourself a cup of espresso so that you have enough of the espresso flavor in your latte to go along with the larger drink that you're going to make. So really it depends on the size of the drink that you're going to make. I feel like this is a good enough size for me. I feel satisfied with that amount, and usually that's the size that I make, and it works for me. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to start with the espresso. We're going to put that at the bottom of the glass here. I'm going to just remove the straw so that we could add our ingredients into it. So we have our espresso here. Let's go ahead and put in that espresso. Now you want the espresso chilled at this point. You don't want to add the hot espresso, okay? Don't have it hot. So it should be chilled when you are making the latte. So I'm going to add, remember we have our sugar here. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar right into the espresso. And then I'm just going to give this a stir. Just stir it up so that it mixes in with the espresso. Then we're going to add some of our mocha syrup. I would say a couple of splashes of this. They have this in different flavors. They have vanilla, they have hazelnut. I'm not a fan of either of those, but I do like the mocha. That's become one of my favorites. I like the mocha. Pumpkin is my all-time favorite, but you know, pumpkin, you can't find that all year around. So when pumpkin is not in season, I definitely look for the chocolate mocha. So that works for me when I can't find the pumpkin. So then I'm going to add some of the creamer here. I'm going to add about, you know, a couple of splashes is good. And then we're going to add about 2 or 3 splashes of milk as well. I think I might have went a little too heavy with the milk, so maybe like 1 good splash, because you want to leave room for the ice. And you want to just give it a stir to make sure everything has been incorporated. So now I'm going to add the ice. And just put your ice right in. And I've had just enough ice because it goes right up to the top. And you want it to go right to the top. You see that, how it goes to the top? Just like that. So we want to make sure that it's going right to the top there, to the top of the glass. So I'm going to give it a stir, and this is where you want to use your long spoon to stir everything and get right down to the bottom to stir it. Stir everything up and make sure that you have everything stirred. And I want to taste it at this point to make sure the flavoring is good. And it is. It's delicious. At this point, I'm going to add a little bit of chocolate sauce. Hold on one second. I just have to get the chocolate sauce. And I've got some chocolate sauce here. They have Hershey. They have all different flavors. So at this point, you can just add your chocolate sauce that you like to it. You could add, and you see that right on top there? See the chocolate sauce right on top there. You could even add it just to the glass if you wanted to make it fancy. This point, I don't add whipped cream. If you were adding whipped cream, I would say add the whipped cream first and do it around the glass. But because I don't really like whipped cream on my drinks, I just add it right to the top. So that's how I make my chocolate mocha lattes at home, and it works so good for me. I've saved a lot of money, and I just put it in a cup like this and I just drink it. I just make the ice at home, and it's delicious. It's so good. And I feel like it even tastes better than the ones that you get at the local Dunkin' Donuts or your Starbucks. And trust me, honey, you are saving a lot of money, because that money adds up. Every day you're spending $6 or $7 for a cup of coffee, when now you can just make it at home. As long as you buy your espresso in the supermarket and you buy your flavoring, you are saving a ton of money, and you're controlling what you put in it. So that's my tips, guys, on how you make a delicious latte at home. So don't go to those stores anymore. Make it at home, and then that way you can make any flavor that you like. I hope that you guys had a good time in joining me in the kitchen, and I hope that you'll join me more when I do recipes just like these. And if you haven't had a chance to, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Subscribe for more recipes like this that I'll do. And I will see you next time. Happy Easter, everybody. Bye. Cheers.